Again, thanks for the opportunity. I'd like to speak about divesting from the coal sector as a first step towards total fossil fuel divestment. The coal sector is falling into a financial death spiral, according to Carbon Tracker Initiative, a financial think tank. Coal power, the most carbon-intensive source of power, is our largest source of carbon dioxide emissions. A 500-megawatt coal plant, large enough to power a city of about 140,000 people, puts out 3.7 tons of carbon dioxide annually, the main greenhouse gas and a leading cause of global warming. Thanks mostly to the fossil fuel industry's lobbying power, there are no regulations limiting carbon dioxide emissions in the US. This, of course, is in addition to the staggering health effects on human health due to both particulate matter and emissions of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. Tom Sanzillo, a former New York State controller who oversaw a $156 billion pension fund, has this to say: coal is arguably the worst performing sector in the whole world. Pension funds, which have a fiduciary duty to make money, have no business owning any of these companies. It's not a prospective risk, it is a now risk. Coal is not making money, not talking to you. There's no turnaround strategy, and there's international climate conversation of which they want no part. So you divest. In the last few years, the domestic coal markets have been pounded by a combination of cheaper renewables, energy efficiency measures, the shale gas revolution, a rash of legal challenges. The World Bank and the Bank of England both have warned that global action in Paris this year to cut carbon emissions could render fossil fuel reserves worthless. As analyses show, most must remain in the ground to avoid climate catastrophe. Coal, the most polluting fuel, is particularly at risk. According, again, to Carbon Tracker, the market for coal is in a structural as opposed to a cyclical decline, so waiting for its value to rebound is futile. Over 180 proposed coal plants have been canceled over the past 3 years. Over 24 companies engaged in mining coal have gone bankrupt, with many others losing 80% of their share values. The Dow Jones Coal Index is down 86% since 2011. The pension funds of millions of people across the world are heavily exposed to the plummeting coal sector, an analysis by The Guardian has revealed. A growing number of institutions around the world are deciding to divest from coal companies, including the Rockefeller Brothers Fund, Stanford and Oxford Universities, the Church of England, the huge AXE insurance company, and most recently Norway's government pension fund Global, GPFG, which decided to divest $8 billion from coal holdings. We urge VPIC to add their voice to this growing global chorus for the sake of pension holders and the rest of us.